As you already know by watching my videos, I'm all about reducing the stressors in life. And one of the many potential stressors for many of you out there at this time of year, at the end of the year, is this whole idea of New Year's resolutions. People seem to be so very focused on setting New Year's resolutions, things that they want to do, things they want to achieve, or bad habits they want to give up. There is much conversation about it. People talk about it. People ask each other about New Year's resolutions. But the reality is that, in my opinion, New Year's resolutions, although there's a time and a place and they can work for some people, generally speaking, I think they bring more stress to life than they're worth. I want you to take away this from today's video. If and when you want to make a change in your life, whatever that change may be, you have to do it when you're ready. Waiting for a certain date, such as New Year's, for New Year's resolutions, or social pressures, when people ask, what's your New Year's resolution or resolutions, what are they going to be? Or any kind of tradition, only sets you up for potential failure. Because if you're not ready to make a change, then all you're doing is adding another stressor into your life of this New Year's resolution, as is the topic here today. But you're not really ready to make that change. It makes me laugh when people who spend the last 6 months or the last 10 years, whatever the case may be, sitting on a couch eating potato chips, watching TV every night, make a New Year's resolution that starting January 1st, somehow magically they'll be up at 4:30 in the morning running marathons, despite the fact that for the vast majority of people that's a ridiculous goal. A more sensible goal might be to stop eating potato chips and maybe get up off the couch and limit your TV time, and then work your way up to something more active. And you certainly don't have to wait till a specific date on the calendar. It's the equivalent of starting a diet on Monday, but making sure that the weekend before you absolutely gorge yourself and do everything to undermine any efforts or anything to do with that goal, that Monday goal. So don't stress yourself out with New Year's resolutions. I have advised people, when somebody asks you, what's your New Year's resolution, or what are you giving up for New Year's resolutions, simply say that you don't do those. And if you decide to make a change around this time of year, then do it. You don't have to wait for a specific date. I think about how many people show up to the gym for the first couple of weeks in January and then are never to be seen again. This is nothing more than the product of New Year's resolutions, which is a social expectation for so many. Don't do that to yourself. Not only are you going to stress yourself out with a resolution that you don't want, you're not interested in because you're not ready for it. You're doing it because maybe you feel like you need to do something because everybody around you is doing something, or people around you are asking you about your resolutions. Then on top of that, you have the stress of making your attempts that will be short-lived until you give up on that resolution. And now you have to feel the guilt or the stress of what seems like yet another failure. So why do that to yourself? Instead, why not have an honest conversation with yourself? Decide what you want to change and understand what it's going to take to make that an actual change. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to give up whatever you decide you need to give up? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to go without, whether it's junk food or sitting on the couch for hours on end watching TV, whatever the case may be. So I want you to do things that help you and make the kind of changes that enhance your life, that make you happier and healthier and more resilient to stress. But don't get caught up in this madness of New Year's resolutions because those around you are doing it, and maybe you feel like you have to, or you feel guilty, or whatever the case may be, or somebody roped you into it. So make changes because you want to make changes and are willing to do what it takes to make those changes, not because it's January 1st. There are enough stressors in life. The last thing you need to do is introduce a self-imposed or socially imposed stressor into your life of a New Year's resolution. If you are ready to make a change and it happens to be January 1st, great. But if you are not ready, you're doing it for all the wrong reasons, all you're doing is bringing new stress into your life. And I'm going to guess that you don't need any more stress in your life. I know I don't. I know most people in life don't. So, do yourself a favor. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do what's right for you. Do what's going to be good for you. What's going to help you to keep you strong and healthy and resilient. If you'd like to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.